guys, and welcome back to another video by Beauty by Bridget. I'm Bridget and this is my channel. You can find me here on YouTube as well as on Instagram at _beauty_by_Bridget_, on Twitter at BridgetBBeauty, and on TikTok at beauty_by_Bridget. Welcome to our second and final Halloween video of this spooky season. And let me tell you, just because there's only 2 videos does not mean that we are not going to go hard on this one. And let me tell you, we will. Today I will be doing makeup on myself as well as my 2 roommates, Bethany Darwin and Molly Rodifer. Aren't they beautiful? And we will be doing looks inspired by our favorite characters from Halloween movies. I will be turning Bethany into Wednesday Addams, Molly into the Corpse Bride, and I will become a very glam version of Beetlejuice. I would tell you more, but we've got a lot to do, so I'll tell you along the way. Let's get started. To start our video off today, I will be turning myself into Beetlejuice. And we're doing a glam version, so it won't be too necessarily out there, it'll be out there. But a lot of the steps will be similar to what I normally do. But because Beetlejuice is dead, spoiler alert, his skin tone is very, very, very pale. So very similar to the Bellatrix Lestrange and Cruella videos. I guess this is just my theme. I just make myself more pale. I'm going to be using concealers that are significantly lighter than my already pretty pasty skin tone to further the illusion that I am not only ill but dead. Other than that, my base will be pretty much the same thing, so I'm gonna breeze through it just lighter. If you would like to see how I do my base, for this specifically, you can watch the Cruella video, but I also have a Basics by Bridget video on doing my base, and we will link that in the description and stuff. And hopefully soon I'll do an updated version. I want to do a more natural one because I've been using less product lately, oddly enough. Doesn't look like it right now because I have to change my whole skin tone, but yeah. I love this stupid Real Techniques body blender. It's so helpful. This is so much faster. Let's see if this is lighter. We can hope so. In this moment, I'm looking at myself and I'm like, this isn't much lighter than my skin tone, but it's because I've done lighter than my skin tone enough at this point that I'm kind of used to it. It's also not a ton lighter, but it is lighter. I just didn't want to do white face paint. For powder, I'm going to be using, I hate it. I hate this powder, but it's the same Mary Kay translucent powder that I used in the Cruella video because I need it to be light enough to where it won't darken this. So not my favorite powder, but it works for the purposes of today. Because I don't have a foundation powder light enough, I am going to set my whole face with this powder. So we'll just all be one solid white shade. I love the fall and I love when it gets a little bit cold. And by cold, I mean this is the first day it's been even remotely chilly. But because the weather is slightly changing, my skin is throwing a fit. My eczema said, "Hello, I'm back. You thought I was gone? No, I never leave." I'm gonna do a quick layer of setting spray and then the lightest bronzer you've ever seen. I'm using Hula Light by Benefit to achieve this lighter contour. So to make this a little more Beetlejuice, we are going to add some color to our face. His main colors on his skin are purple and green. And so we're going to focus a lot of green on my skin parts. And because in the movie his eyes are literal purple circles, we're going to do a purple eye look. So I'm going to take a green eyeshadow. I'll probably end up using 2 different ones, a lighter lime-ish green and then a deeper one that's more foresty to deepen it some. But it doesn't have to be neat. He's undead. It is gonna be neat enough because of who I am, but we're just having a good time. We're just being Beetlejuice. So I'm gonna use my same brush that I used for that, wow, this is green. for our light bronzer. Here goes nothing. I'm getting flashbacks to Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
What did we use on her? Unless I have a palette somewhere that I didn't see this morning, which could have happened. Everywhere we put that bronzer, we're putting green, which sounds silly, and it is. But welcome to Halloween. Trying to really blend it into my hairline. We're not doing blush in this look, so I kind of just have to put green everywhere that we would normally add color back to my face in like a glam look. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with like a little bit of this deeper green because I don't want to take it over the top, but I do want a little more pow. Because once we add like purple eyes, it's gonna wash out this green and make it look kind of yellow.
It's color theory. I like to hear it.
I was in art GT. This is gonna be a wild bath after this.
For all of us.
For poor Molly, y'all aren't ready. And this is like, I can see a little bit of a blue base in this green. And so with the purple, it won't like wash it out and yellow it as much as the light one. Mm-hmm. Did Beetlejuice have a contoured nose? Not necessarily. But I guess this is the month of nose contouring for me. I feel vaguely like a lizard, but that's fine. I feel like this side is more green than this side. Now I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm gonna do those off camera because it's just easier that way. So I'm gonna do my normal brows, but with a little bit of spice. So these aren't my natural brows, but they're my natural shape. So this is the spice. The green is the spice. Now it is time to do my eyes. So like I said, Beetlejuice's eyes are naturally like a big purple block circle. I could do that, but I don't want to. I want to do fun purple eyeshadow. So I'm going to start by putting down a skin tone shade, and we're just going to do a fun glam classic Beauty by Bridget eye, but purple, which is my favorite. This is like a vaguely purple skin tone shade, so that's nice. Now I'm going to go in with a pastel purple shade to put in my crease and blend up. So then when we go in with the deeper shades, we have something to blend into. I'm also gonna smoke that under my lower lash line. Just a little wash of the light purple. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit deeper of a shade and just keep darkening. But I'm gonna take that all the way across in my crease, and then with our deepest shade, we'll put on the inner and outer so we can do a spotlight eye.
This one girl who makes fancy shirts like
I'm gonna stamp the color on first, so we have a base, and then I'll blend it out after that. I love purple. This is so fun. And now I'm gonna like do little circles along the edges to blend it some, but I don't want to lose the deepness of the color. And like this eye right here, it gets so patchy. It's just my skin. It's just my face. It just does it. Everybody's got a spot on their face that does it, and mine's right there. So I'm gonna try and maintain a level of deepness, but if it fails, just ignore it. That's your job now. Yeah, this is very Joker. But it's fine, they're the same. It's gonna depart from Joker. I'm not gonna do the smile. But if you were wondering how to do Joker,
this could also work.
just do this but add a smile. So now I'm going to take a shimmery purple shade and put it all in this blank space, and then we'll go from there. I filled the lid of this eyelash thing with setting spray so that I could dip it to make paint for my brows, because I didn't want to use real paint. And it's going to come in handy now because instead of having to spray my brush, I can just dip it in there. So now that my eyes are all complete, I'm going to go off camera and do liner and lashes, and then we will be back to do Bethany as Wednesday. And we are back with the lovely Miss Bethany Darwin, our camera woman, editor, producer extraordinaire.
Thank you.
And Bethany's favorite character from Halloween movies is
Wednesday Addams.
Wednesday Addams.
My girl.
We love to see it. We love Wednesday. We are a Wednesday stan household.
We really are.
And you've turned into Wednesday before, just not like quite a Beauty by Bridget level full face, nearly.
Well, I've never
full
done it
face
with a
paint.
wig. I did go like kind of goth for when I saw the musical. Anyway, very goth going to see a musical, right?
But I mean,
but it was fun. But yeah, no, I've never done like a full costume, so this is gonna be really fun.
I'm pumped. I'm really excited to see how it turns out. We thought about going full grayscale, but Wednesday's really pale, but the movies aren't in black and white.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do very similar to what I did on myself, and we'll contour like we normally would, but with the colors that we would have used in Cruella, because I can't use normal bronzer. Let's get started then. I'm gonna do her base very similar to what I did to myself.
Honestly, it's been a while since I've done makeup at all, so this is gonna be fun for sure. Especially done by Bridget. So
If I stand up, it's to get a better angle of things. Looking pretty pale.
not too different from the usual.
I love doing other people's makeup. I love doing my own, but something about like a different face. I don't know.
Like a new canvas.
Yes, and like it turns out different than it does on me. Okay, and now to set using the powder of Satan.
Yeah. Gotta do what we gotta do.
Normally, for your whole face, I would use pressed powder, but... So, because Wednesday is so, like, pale and just chiseled and, like... She looks kind of dead because I think she would maybe not prefer to be dead,
Yeah,
but
but
she's
death
just
does not
obsessed.
scare her.
It doesn't scare her.
And she's obsessed with it.
Yeah,
yes.
she's obsessed with it. The Addams family's whole thing is, like, just...
At least at the end of this life, we get to die.
Yeah. I cannot do blush.
Nope.
So I'm going to take a little bit of the, if I can find it, the bronzer that I used on myself. And we'll do a little bit of this, and then we'll deepen it with a more gray tone brown shade that will give her a little bit more chisel. But I do want to give some more, just a little. Sad that I'm not going to get to put blush on anyone today. I do need to go a bit more dramatic on the contour and bronzer, because once we start adding black to other parts of your face, it's not going to be as obvious. I think I'm going to try Obituary.
Okay.
Very light-handed. I'm going to go in with the more cool-toned now. I'm like in the zone.
I love it.
That's like, I'm just going to relax. I don't got to worry about the camera right now because Molly's handling it. I just gonna get all done up.
No, I haven't been in a video since last Halloween, right? No. Well, no, you didn't do any Christmas makeup on me. I was in that one as TikTok as like your conversation partner, but that's it. So it's been a while since I've been in one of the videos.
Yeah, the only person that's been in a video, I mean, my mom and sister were in Thanksgiving. But then the only person that's been like in an actual video with me since then is Katie.
Yeah. That was a fun one.
Love my Katie girl. My Katie girl. She's Beth's sister, but she's my Katie.
It's okay. Katie will love to hear it. Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna put a little bit more of the white powder under where I did the contour to define it a little bit more. And then I think we'll be done with your base. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of this eyeshadow shade and see what I can do. Just with my finger. I'm gonna do it on the side that's in the light so I can test it. It's subtle, but it's pretty.
Yeah. See, Wednesday would never, but this is what makes it a glam Wednesday.
Yes. I think that Wednesday would deep down. Especially since she met that Ohioan.
In the musical, she would, yeah. One of my favorite songs in the musical is called Pulled, and she sings about how since she's fallen in love, she feels more open to like happy things than she ever has in the past. And she's like, I don't know if I like it. And then at the end she's like, I think I like it. And I'm like, I love this for you.
Love that.
Because she's still herself, but she also like enjoys things that she didn't used to before because she's in love. So it's sweet.
Love that. I dusted off the white powder and
Set it.
set it, but we won't forget it. And I'm gonna set myself too. I look like I'm doing a weird TikTok dance.
When you were doing it for yourself, you're just like, the funniest face. I need a gif of that later.
That's so funny.
So now we are going to go off camera and do her brows, and then we will be back. Okay, so now that we have some very dark brows on, we are going to do her eyeshadow. So her wig, like Wednesday's hair, is black. So we didn't do black eyebrows, but we did like the deepest brown that I have so that it wasn't like so jarring, but is still jarring now with her blonde hair and really pale face. But that's kind of the vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supposed to be dramatic and stark, and it will be less dramatic once we get eyeshadow on. So I'm going to start with a skin tone shade and put that all over her eyelids. I think it's very fitting that I'm using my cremated palette, as this would be Wednesday's palette of choice, and also for reasons that you will understand later that we know now. We love a foreshadowing moment. Trying to be dramatic. Is it working? Okay, now I'm gonna go in with a gray shade. I think in this one. I might go in with this and then deepen it with that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go all the way black. Every time Bethany's on my channel, like in the videos, we do a dark smoky eye. It's not intentional. This just happens to be the characters that she, one, chooses, and two, that like
Just ends up with.
Yeah.
It's fine.
yeah,
I don't
and
mind.
so, but we're not gonna go like full black this time because I want to do black liner and I want it to show up. We're gonna do classic Beauty by Bridget eye with a partial cut crease, and it's gonna be great. So I'm gonna go in with a gray shade and put that in her crease and outer V. Could you raise your eyebrows for me? That is very helpful. I'm now going to go in with a deeper gray shade and deepen her outer V and a little bit in the crease. Tapping my eyelid to itch it. Whoa! My nails.
Hey, they're purple, so it works.
It worked out. I just realized. We're using Shade Wednesday. So that's so perfect and fitting. Look.
The time has come to use Wednesday on Wednesday.
On Wednesday. It's her time to shine. All is well, everything's fine. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the satanic powder that I hate, and we're gonna put a little powder underneath your eyes, just in case there is more fallout. Because we are working very hard to achieve this look. We don't want it messed up by some stray Wednesday. A lot of makeup artists do this. I just usually throw caution to the wind. Ladies and gentlemen, beauty is pain. I'm gonna take this brush and run it under her eye, her least favorite part. Okay, so open and look up. And now I'm gonna take just a tad, just a little bit of a deeper shade that's not black. It's still gray, it's not black. And put it in the outer V and just barely in the crease, just barely. Now, I need to tell them.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to take a like gunmetal shimmery shade and put that all over your lid and then blend it into the shade we used for your highlight in your inner corner.
Sounds great to me. I'm excited.
You
know, I love a shimmer.
I guess I should do the light one first. That would make sense, like brush dirtying wise.
Mm-hmm. She's using setting spray to turn the eyeshadow into a paint.
This shimmer shade is not going as painty as I would like, but that is all fine and good. Still getting
helps a little bit.
Yeah, it gives more payoff. Some people spray their brushes, but this is such a teeny tiny brush that I didn't want to deal with it. So I'm now going to take that darker shade and put it on the center of her lid and blend it in. Actually, I'm doing it with my finger. So now that Miss Wednesday's eyes are all complete, we're going to go off camera and do liner, lashes, and lips. I left my lips off
just to keep
it less messy until the end.
We still got a lot to do before we get to the glamour shots.
Yes, and I will have to eat several times.
Yeah.
So we're going to go off camera and do Beth's liner, lashes, and she'll have lips the next time you see her.
Yeah, next time you see me, I'll have lips.
Yes, and the next time you see her will be in the glamour shots. I'm recording audio now so that we can just catch whatever comes out of Molly's mouth.
What was that you said, Mom? She made herself laugh too hard.
It was so funny. Welcome back to Cooking with Bridget. Let's see what we got cooking in the kitchen. Here we got her mixing bowl.
So this is Molly.
Hello.
Molly's back for more Halloween shenanigans. And today I will be turning Molly into the corpse bride. And so this is going to be the most difficult, as in it's not traditional makeup, but it's not a hard thing to do, if that makes sense. So I'm going to start by gluing down her brows. I'm going to do the first step of this on camera, but then to save time, we will do more layers off camera. And while we're doing more layers, I'll mix more paint.
She'll keep cooking.
There it is.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it going to be to remove all of this later?
Oh, 3. It's not.
Oh, okay.
It comes
That's
off
better than I was
with
expecting.
soap and water because it's washable school glue.
Well, I mean, just everything.
Oh, yeah, no, it's water based, so it comes off really easy.
So I just gotta stay in the shower.
I use makeup wipes to get off the initial layer when I did the heat and snow miser. Warming up the glue on the back of my hand, and you just
cold.
I'm sorry.
She warmed it up on the back of her.
I know. The first layer is gonna look really stupid
Wow.
because we're just trying to gunk them up, and then I'm gonna smear it out. But you kind of want to get glue all over
I can't wait
the
for my
layers as
parents
much
to
as you
watch
can.
this video.
And be like,
Wow, I'm so proud of her.
glad this is what she's doing with her time. Do you want to see what they look like?
I need to get my eyebrows done. So are you drawing on my eyebrows?
Uh-huh.
Are you gonna give me really thin ones?
I'm gonna do very similar. I'm gonna do the swoop up thing in the front that she has,
Oh, okay.
but not as dramatic. And yeah, they'll be super thin. This brow looks a lot better because I kind of brushed it out quick enough. Look at how crazy this one looks. And we're gonna cover them up so it doesn't matter, but it's just funny. And we're just gonna do several layers of this process to fill in any gaps so that we have a smooth surface to paint on.
Did you glue your eyebrows down for Purple People Eater?
No.
Just for
Ah, that's right. Such a great video.
I do.
Shameless plug. Go watch the Heat Miser and Cold Miser video that's on Bridget's channel.
That was from last
From
Christmas.
last Christmas.
So now that she looks spooky as heck, I put powder over it to seal anything else in. Now I'm going to do paint. So instead of foundation, because the Corpse Bride is dead and blue, we're going to do face and body paint, which is why she's wearing a tank top, because I'm gonna paint down to where her dress will be. I'm gonna start with your face, and then we'll paint down your neck after.
Okay.
I wanted a light blue paint, so I'm mixing a dark blue and a white that I have from something else in my mixing bowl, as Molly called it. This lid to eyelashes. And so I'm using Mayron, like, water activated paints, and this is the same stuff that I used in Heat and Snow Miser, or is it Cold Miser? It doesn't matter. I'm going to use it on Molly. You ready?
Yep, get after it.
Okay.
It has begun.
It's gonna be a little bit in your hair, but not like
That's
a ton. Gotta be careful on your eyebrows because this is water activated paint and it's also washable blue. This is my audition to be the makeup artist for Blue Man Group. I would like to say that we did ask, would it be okay if I painted you blue? And she said, yeah, go ahead. Look at yourself.
I'm scared. Oh my god. I look like Mega Mind.
Yes.
First, I'm gonna go in with a like blue shade and like put that kind of all over. This is like the setting powder of this look. Just a light blue eyeshadow. Now I'm gonna go in with a white shade. So now, I'm going to go in with a darker blue shade and contour. Her eyebrows are a little bit tricky and specific because I'm going to try and stay true to the character. And so, we're going to do those off camera. So, we will see you in a sec. And we are back, and we have brows. Very cartoonish brows, but that is the point. Now, we are going to do a fun smoky eye look on your eyes. The Corpse Bride has like huge eyes, and a lot of people that do recreations, you said, they redraw the under eye, but I'm gonna put white under. I'm gonna do as much as I can to do the white, but not like so dramatic that it's alarming.
Okay.
Because one, we're going for the glam version, and two, ain't nobody got time for that. We don't got time. So I'm going to start by taking what would be her skin tone shade and putting that all over. From what I can remember from Heat and Snow Miser, blending where the eyebrows are is difficult. So y'all are gonna have to bear with me. I'm now gonna go in with the shade that I used for her contour and put that in her outer V and crease. I'm gonna put a tiny bit of concealer on the back of my hand. I'm gonna put some where I want it over where the glue is, and then immediately go in with the blue and cover it up so that it's sticking to the concealer and has some color payoff. Paint is an interesting base to blend on. Now for her lid, I'm gonna do some glitter. So I'm gonna prime it with my NYX glitter primer, and then I'm gonna go in, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills glitter. My sister gave this to me in a set. It just says frosted loose glitter. So it has like a bluish purple reflect to it. So I thought that would be fun. Okay, now I'm gonna go in before that dries with glitter. This is the same type of glitter I wore in my birthday video. I love it so much. I already like this look a million times better based on 1/3 of your eyelid. This channel really is. Like it, add glitter. Hate it, add glitter. Now, I go wipe the glitter off with a brush and go in with more primer on your other eye. And glitter again. Let me brush some of the glitter that fell off of your face. Now I'm going to turn our white shadow into paint, because I don't want to use white paint, and go right under your lash line. And then I'm gonna go directly under that with our dark blue shade, very, 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 very thinly. She has really dramatic lower lashes, so I'm gonna do like I'm gonna hello, so you can see me. We're gonna give her eyes a little bit of a break, and we're going to do her liner and lashes and lips off camera. I guess you know what that means.
We'll see you in the
glamour
glamour shots.
And these, ladies and ghosts, are our completed Halloween character looks. What do you think? I think we look pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you so much to Bryan and Leah Geist at 3 Rings Photography for making our lives so much easier and helping us out with our glamour shots. Y'all are incredible and you did an awesome job. We love you and we thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Before you go, if you liked this video, go on ahead and give it a thumbs up. And while you're at it, you might as well subscribe to our channel. And one thing that would help us grow and help us be able to continue making videos is if you leave a comment. So comment below your favorite Halloween movie character. And who knows, maybe I'll recreate them next year.
You never know.
Thank you two so much for agreeing to do these shenanigans. I know
Especially
it was,
her with the full
for
body
real.
paint.
I know this was not your like chosen way to spend a Saturday, but you always do it, and I'm so thankful for both of you. I love you a lot.
Love you too.
And thank you all for watching all the way to the end. But we've got some dead people stuff to do.
Yeah, you know.
Just, Halloween things. So have a happy Halloween, and we will see all of you beautiful people in the next one. Bye.